Children, this is a chapter and this is chapter number 20. Let's summarize this chapter. Recycling of rubbish helps our environment. We can save money, lessen the pollution, and save valuable resources. If we start recycling the used paper, we can save thousands of trees from being cut. Through new technology, we can reuse paper, metal, glass, and plastics. Children, this chapter is all about recycling. Reduce also we can have in this chapter, reuse also, but recycling uh, is the major emphasis of this chapter, as you can see from the name of the chapter only, new good things from rubbish. We can always reuse paper, recycle paper, plastic, etc. Plastic is one of the most difficult substances to recycle because it has so many varieties. Children, you all know about this, I think, that our government has banned plastic usage. You all had your poem also in Crescenduna, Devil Plastic. So, plastic is one of the most hazardous thing for our environment. Here in this you can see that for if we recycle rubbish things, we can save our resources. Like one blank is there, so what you can use here, saves trees. Okay, and next thing, reduces pollution. This is simple. Few diagrams are there in your chapter only, with which you can understand the concept of recycling. Like here is a beautiful example that when there is somebody's birthday, you can use some papers or some waste things to make something really good. If you can see in our school, there are some children like Manish is there, and few more are there like Sapna and Sonal. They many a times used uh, garbage uh, or some waste materials to make something new. Like something, sometimes we use newspapers to make some very interesting items. Like I was seeing, there was a dress made of newspaper and the girl was dancing. We have so many items of plastic and metal, so we can easily use that, and we can always recycle them. So children, we can recycle metal also, and this also save pollution, and this also save our natural resources, because all these resources like metal and all the minerals are limited. They are not renewable resources, actually they are non renewable resources. Children, we can use metal, or old parts of the cars can be used to make new cars. This is another concept, and technology is needed here, but this is very important for the environment and for the resources also that we already have in very limited amount. Children, very interesting example is given there in your chapter only, that recycling saves two things. One is energy and the another is material. Energy, you all know that you have already studied in science, like solar energy is there, all right, wind energy is there, but uh, all those energies are actually the energies that we can use, that we can make using renewable resources. But there are also energies that we have to we have to make using uh, mm, non-renewable resources. So if you recycle things, energy would be saved, and if you recycle things, material also would be saved. And material, it's written here that material that will be saved will be equal to the weight of a 1650 long fully loaded train. And the energy that would be saved, it will be equal to the energy generated by 8 nuclear power plants. Children, power plants are the plants, or you can say they are power generating areas in which electricity is generated using atomic resources like uranium, plutonium, and thorium. Okay, using all these, electricity is generated. Like we have hydroelectricity, electricity generated by water. We have wind electricity, or wind energy, that is electricity generated by using winds or the potential of wind using windmills. Okay, so children, this way recycling helps us. Children, one more thing is there, and do you know, you should read it again, that landfills are large areas used for waste disposal. Children, landfills means there are digs, or there are pits of lands in which we can fill our waste, and this is how our waste will be disposed of. Waste collected from a city is dumped inside the landfill. Dumped means it is thrown into. And so it is thrown into the landfill, and this waste slowly decomposes. Children, decomposes means that it is reduced with the help of the activities of microorganisms, and all the minerals and all the things will be mixed in the soil, and this is how everything will vanish and the resources will go back to our earth. One example has also been given there, and this is Punet Hills landfill, Los Angeles in USA. It is used for generation of electricity, and it generates about 50 megawatts of electricity. And we can build parks also, like Indraprasth Park in New Delhi, and this is huge recreational ground. So you see that how we can use rubbish to make some good things, and this is how, and this is called actually constructive attitude.